Hello everyone and welcome back to Beyond Words channel. How are you today? Today I am here with Jessica, and today we are going to talk about not wasting your time and not wasting your life.
Hello, everyone. I am very happy to be here today. Let's start our conversation.
Jessica, how are you feeling today?
I am feeling really good today, Daniel, and this topic feels very important to me.
Me too. I think this topic is something everyone can relate to.
Yes, we all have the same amount of time every day.
24 hours for everyone, rich or poor, young or old.
And yet, some people use their time so well, and others feel like time just disappears.
That is the interesting question. Where does the time go?
Yes, and how can we stop losing it?
Let me start with a simple question for you, Jessica.
Of course, go ahead.
Do you ever reach the end of the day and feel like you did nothing important?
Oh, yes, absolutely. More times than I would like to admit.
Me too. I think most people feel that sometimes.
And that feeling is a little uncomfortable, like you let the day pass you by.
Yes, and today we want to talk about that feeling and how to change it.
I am very excited for this conversation. Let's go.
Jessica, let's start with the big question. What does it mean to waste time?
Good question. I think wasting time means using your time on things that don't help you.
Things that don't move you forward or make you happy or grow.
Yes, things that feel empty, even while you are doing them.
That's a good way to describe it. Empty activities.
Yes, you are doing something, but at the end, you feel like you did nothing.
Can you give an example of wasting time?
Sure. For me, one big example is scrolling on my phone for too long.
Oh, that is a very common one.
Yes, I pick up my phone to check one thing, and then suddenly 1 hour is gone.
1 hour? And what did you gain from that hour?
Honestly, almost nothing. Some funny videos, some news I will forget tomorrow.
So the hour is gone and nothing changed, nothing improved.
Exactly, and that is wasting time.
I do that too. I think almost everyone does.
Yes, it is so easy because the phone is always right there.
And the apps are designed to keep you watching, to keep you scrolling.
Yes, it's not always your fault, but it's still your responsibility.
That is an important point. It may not be your fault, but only you can change it.
Exactly. No one else will manage your time for you.
Only you can decide how to use your 24 hours.
And that is both a great responsibility and a great freedom.
Yes, you have the freedom to choose every single day.
So the question is, what do you want to choose?
What do you want your days to look like?
And more importantly, what do you want your life to look like?
Because each day is a small piece of your whole life.
Yes, waste enough days and you waste your life.
That sounds a little scary when you say it that way.
It's meant to. Sometimes we need a small shock to wake up.
Ha, yes, a gentle but honest reminder.
Exactly. Not to feel bad, but to feel awake.
I like that. The goal is not guilt. The goal is awareness.
Yes, awareness is the first step to change.
Jessica, can you tell us about a time when you felt you were really wasting your life?
Yes, there was a period in my life when I was very stuck.
Tell me more about that.
I had a job I did not like, but I was too afraid to leave.
Oh, that sounds very difficult.
Every morning, I woke up without energy. I went to work, I came home, I watched TV, I went to sleep.
Every day the same?
Every day exactly the same, for about 2 years.
2 years? Wow. How did that feel?
Like I was invisible, like the days were just passing by without me really living them.
That is a very powerful way to describe it. Not living, just existing.
Yes, there's a big difference between living and just existing.
What changed for you? How did you get out of that period?
One day, a friend asked me a very simple question.
What was the question?
She asked, if nothing changes, what will your life look like in 5 years?
Oh, that is such a powerful question.
Yes, and when I thought about the answer, I felt afraid because nothing would be different.
Nothing would change if you changed nothing.
Exactly. Same job, same routine, same empty feeling. 5 more years.
And that fear woke you up.
Yes, that fear was actually helpful. It pushed me to start making changes.
Small changes at first, I imagine.
Yes, very small. I started waking up 30 minutes earlier every morning.
Oh, what did you do in those 30 minutes?
I used that time for myself, reading, walking, writing in a journal.
That sounds wonderful. 30 quiet minutes just for you?
Yes, and those 30 minutes changed everything slowly.
Because you started the day with intention.
Yes, I started the day feeling like I had done something for myself.
And that small win gave you energy for the rest of the day.
Exactly. It's amazing what 30 minutes can do.
That's such a good lesson. You don't need to change everything at once.
No, you just need to start with one small thing.
I completely agree. I had a similar realization in my own life.
Oh, really? Tell me, Daniel.
For me, I realized I was spending too much time on things that didn't matter.
Like what?
Like worrying. I spent so much time worrying about things I could not control.
Oh, yes. Worrying is one of the biggest time thieves.
Time thieves. I love that phrase. Things that steal your time.
Yes, and worry steals so much time. You sit, you think, you feel bad, but nothing changes.
Exactly. Worry does not solve problems. Action does.
Yes, every minute you spend worrying is a minute you could spend doing something.
And I learned that very slowly, but I learned it.
How did you learn to stop worrying so much?
I started asking myself one simple question when I felt worried.
What question?
I asked, can I do anything about this right now?
Oh, that is such a practical question.
If the answer is yes, I do something. If the answer is no, I let it go.
Wow, that is so simple but so powerful.
Yes, simple tools are often the best tools.
I agree. We often look for complicated solutions, but simple ones work better.
Yes, and that question saved me so much time and energy.
I will use that question from now on.
Please do, it really works. Jessica, what are some other common ways people waste their time?
Good question. Let me think. One big one is saying yes to everything.
Oh, say more about that.
Some people cannot say no. They say yes to every request, every invitation, every favor.
And then they have no time for their own goals.
Exactly. Their whole day belongs to other people and nothing is left for themselves.
That is so true. Saying no is a very important skill.
Yes, saying no protects your time and your energy.
And it does not make you selfish, it makes you smart.
Exactly. You cannot help others well if you have nothing left for yourself.
What is another way people waste time?
Waiting for the perfect moment.
Oh, yes, this one is very common.
People say, I will start when I am ready, or I will do it when the time is right.
But the perfect moment never comes.
Never, because life is never perfectly ready. There will always be a reason to wait.
So the answer is to start now, even if you are not ready.
Yes, an imperfect start is better than a perfect plan that never begins.
That is so true. Done is better than perfect.
Exactly. Take the first step today. Fix the problems as you go.
Yes, you learn much more by doing than by waiting and planning.
And time passes whether you start or not, so you might as well start.
That's a very motivating way to think about it.
I think so too. Time moves. It does not wait for anyone.
Not for anyone, no matter who you are.
So the only smart thing to do is move with it.
Yes, move with time. Don't fight it. Don't ignore it. Use it. Okay, everyone, let's stop here and look at some English from today.
Yes, we use some very useful words and phrases today.
The first word is waste, W-A-S-T-E.
To waste something means to use it in a bad way, to not use it well.
Example, don't waste your time on things that don't matter.
Another example, she wasted 3 hours watching TV instead of studying.
And every minute you waste is a minute you can never get back.
Waste is a regular verb. Present, waste. Past, wasted.
I waste time every day. Present.
Yesterday, I wasted 2 hours on my phone. Past.
Just add ed for the past tense. Very simple.
Good. The next word is intention. I-N-T-E-N-T-I-O-N.
Intention means a plan or a purpose. When you do something with intention, you do it on purpose.
Example, start your day with intention. Know what you want to do.
Another example, she lived with intention. Every choice was carefully made.
The adjective is intentional. When something is intentional, it is done on purpose.
Example, be intentional with your time.
That is a very useful word for daily life.
Yes, very common in English conversations about self-improvement.
Now let's look at the word routine. R-O-U-T-I-N-E.
A routine is something you do regularly, the same things at the same time.
Example, my morning routine starts at 6 o'clock.
Another example, having a good routine helps you use your time better.
And he changed his daily routine and felt much more productive.
Routine is a noun, and routine can also be an adjective.
Example, as adjective, this is a routine check, nothing serious.
But today we used it as a noun, a daily routine.
Good. Now let's look at a useful phrase from today.
Yes, the phrase time thief or time thieves.
A time thief is something that steals your time, takes it without you noticing.
Example, social media is one of the biggest time thieves.
Another example, worry is a time thief. It takes your energy and gives nothing back.
This is not a formal grammar phrase. It is more of an expression.
But it is very natural and useful in conversation.
Yes, native speakers use colorful expressions like this often.
It makes your English sound more interesting and alive.
Now, let's look at grammar. Today, we used conditional sentences.
Oh yes, that is a very important grammar point.
A conditional sentence talks about a situation and its result.
For example, if nothing changes, nothing will change.
If you waste your days, you will waste your life.
If you start today, you will see results soon.
If you say yes to everything, you will have no time for yourself. Let's practice one more. Jessica, give me an example.
If you stop worrying about the future, you will enjoy the present more.
Perfect. That is a great conditional sentence.
Remember, if plus present tense, then will plus verb.
Very useful for giving advice and talking about consequences.
And today's topic was full of advice, so this grammar was perfect.
Now a quick pronunciation tip.
Yes, the word intention, how do we say it?
In-TEN-tion. 3 syllables. The stress is on the second syllable, ten.
In-TEN-tion. Say it slowly.
In-TEN-tion.
Now faster, intention.
And the adjective, in-TEN-tional. Intentional. 4 syllables.
Be intentional with your time. Say it with us, everyone.
Be intentional with your time.
Beautiful. That is a sentence worth remembering every day.
Okay, everyone, I have a question for all of you now.
Yes, this is a really important question.
Think about your day today or yesterday. Was there a moment when you wasted time?
Maybe on your phone, or worrying, or waiting, or saying yes when you wanted to say no?
Please write your answer in the comments below. Be honest, we're all learning here.
Yes, there is no judgment. We all waste time sometimes. That is human.
And if you're enjoying today's episode, please like this video.
And subscribe to the Beyond Words channel. We post new episodes every week.
Okay, let's continue with a few more important ideas.
Yes, let's talk about what to do instead of wasting time.
Because it is not enough to just say, stop wasting time.
Right, you have to replace the bad habit with a better one.
Exactly. You cannot just remove something from your life without putting something better in its place.
That is so true. Nature hates a vacuum, and so does the human mind.
Yes. If you stop scrolling your phone, you need something else to do in that time.
Something that makes you feel good and moves you forward.
So what are some good ways to use your time?
Learning something new is always a great use of time.
Yes, like learning English. That is a great use of your time.
Yes, like right now, you're learning English and using your time very well.
We are very proud of everyone listening to this today.
You chose to spend this time learning. That is an intentional choice. Well done.
Other good uses of time include exercise. Even a short walk is valuable.
Yes, moving your body gives you energy, and energy helps you do more.
Also, connecting with people you love, real conversations, real relationships.
Yes, not just social media, real connection, face-to-face or voice-to-voice.
And working on a personal goal, something that is important to you.
Yes, everyone has something they want to do, something they keep putting off.
And the sad truth is, if you keep putting it off, it may never happen.
Life is shorter than we think. We often forget that.
Yes, we live as if we have unlimited time, but we do not.
And that is not meant to make us scared. It is meant to make us awake.
Yes, awake, present, and grateful for the time we have.
I really believe that gratitude and time management go together.
Tell me why you think that.
Because when you're grateful for your time, you treat it like a gift.
And you don't throw away gifts.
Exactly. You use them carefully. You enjoy them.
That is a beautiful way to think about time, as a gift.
Every morning you wake up, you receive 24 new hours.
A new gift every single day.
And what you do with that gift is entirely up to you.
That is both exciting and a little humbling.
Yes, a big responsibility, but also a big opportunity.
I want to ask one final question for our listeners.
Yes, go ahead.
Everyone, think about this. What is one thing you have been putting off?
One thing you keep saying you will do later or someday or when the time is right.
Write it in the comments and then go do one small step toward it today.
Just one step, not the whole thing, just one small step.
Because one small step today is better than a perfect plan that never starts.
We believe in you. Now believe in yourself.
Okay, everyone, we have reached the end of today's episode.
This was such a motivating and important conversation, Daniel.
It really was. I feel energized just from talking about it.
Me too. I want to go do something useful right after this.
That is the best sign that the conversation was valuable.
Yes, let's do a quick review of what we talked about today.
We talked about what it means to waste time.
We talked about common time thieves like phone scrolling and worrying.
We talked about the importance of starting now, not waiting for the perfect moment.
We talked about saying no to protect your time and energy.
We talked about replacing bad habits with good ones.
And we talked about treating time like a gift with gratitude and intention.
In the learning section, we looked at the words waste, intention, and routine.
We learned the phrase time thief, a very colorful and useful expression.
We practiced conditional sentences, if plus present simple plus will plus verb.
And we practiced the pronunciation of intention, in-TEN-tion.
So much learning in one episode. You all did a great job today.
Yes, and remember, learning English is not wasting your time.
It is one of the best things you can do for your future.
Every minute here is an investment, not a waste.
So keep coming back, keep learning, keep growing.
We will always be here for you every week.
Today was a lot of fun. Thank you, Jessica, for this wonderful conversation.
I enjoyed our conversation today so much, Daniel.
Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Please use your time well today.
See you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.